Finding love is a bigger struggle than ever these days, which is ironic because we're in a day and age where you can just meet anyone at any time online. There's many people in person that you can connect with, yet nobody's really finding love. You're most likely alone or single, and if you have been in a relationship, it was from someone in high school. If you graduated high school and you don't have anybody, your chances are slim. That's what I'm hearing these days. I every time I go on TikTok and I see people being like, if you don't have anybody by high school, you're damn near cooked. You damn near effed yourself up. Now, as some of you may know, I graduated high school. I am not really in a relationship. It was complicated from the get-go. We're not going to get into that. But, it wasn't bound to go well anyway. And, you would think that, since we have, dating apps and Instagram and TikTok, we able to just hit up anybody and be like, hey, what's happening? But that's not the case. Like, people really be struggling to find love. Like, a lot of this junk does not last. You end up in situationships. You get to know people. You think that they're vibing with you, they messing with you, only for you to get cheated on. You could just be wasting time on a person. Like, y'all could be together for so long, then y'all outgrow each other. It's just a lot of factors, that come into play with this whole finding love journey. And it's rough out here. And I don't want to be a 30-year-old man talking about, oh, I don't have a family, I don't have any kids and shit, I'm just on my own. Sure, I want to be successful and live my life to the fullest, but I still want to carry on my legacy. I still want to make offspring. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cut off my bloodline just yet, bro. I want a mini me. I feel like I'm cool enough to have a mini me, bro. That shit would be fire. But I don't want to just do that with anybody. I don't want to have a fucking baby mama. So, it's rough out here. Just finding someone in person can be a struggle. The fear of being rejected. Where you live at may not have a lot of attractive people. You may live in a town where there's just only old people or just white people, and you'll have to probably move to another town. But that costs money. It's hard. And even if you did look online and try to, sorry, my fucking dad is singing. But if you try to look online and try to meet up with somebody, even then, they could just be there just to, crack and shit. Because, people be hooking up. They don't even try to find love no more. They just be wanting to hook up just to bang and, leave. But if you're really trying to find love, you're not going to be into all that shit. Now, some people do find love, playing Roblox. I seen a TikTok comment, and it was I found my boyfriend on Roblox, and they met up with each other, and they lasted, hey, props to y'all. If you could do long distance, y'all can make it work. Hey, y'all happen to live close to each other, that's fine. But majority of the time, bro, you're not really going to find shit being on Tinder and searching up millions of people online and just DMing them niggas. I feel like it's hard to just find a genuine connection these days, an actual real connection with a person. It's anytime you really try to be with somebody, they could just be there for that moment, not really there for who you are as a person. They just want to be there because you look good or you provide them with this. But when shit hits the fan, they're ready to dip. You know what I'm saying? They're gone. That's just how it is sometimes. I really don't know what to tell y'all, bro. You could think, and it's sad because people really be thinking they find a person for them, and they end up fucking them over bad. But at the same time too, there's signs early on. I feel like there do be signs early on, but you choose to ignore it and just try to, stick with them and thinking they'll change when only that shit gets worse. If you sweep things under the fucking rug, bro, that shit is gonna come back and it's gonna be gross as fuck. You want to make sure that rug is clean. There's nothing to sweep up under there, nigga. You better make sure that rug is neat, ready, clean, and y'all could start building on that shit, bro. But eventually that shit will get bad if you don't do nothing about it. But yeah, it's hard finding love out here, bro. I can see why a lot of niggas be lonely, but I feel like it's a mental thing too. You know, like I understand if you're like someone that doesn't look that great, and like every time you went to school and shit, you know, you were like bullied for your looks, and you really struggle with like trying to connect with somebody. I could see that being definitely like harder, but there's be handsome looking niggas too that struggle finding love. So it's like, bro, anybody could find love. Anybody could find a person for them. You know, whether that's you having to glow up, having to go even harder, trying to look better, or just having a better personality. You know, I feel like it starts with us first, then we could go on that search. You know, but love isn't just gonna come up to you and just say, "Hey, I've been waiting on you, Dylan. It's time for you to meet your new soulmate." That's not gonna happen. So overall, if you're feeling lonely, desperate, and you feel like you have no one to talk to, you feel like you've been trying over and over again, you've been dating multiple people, only to end up in situationships and just some weird, awkward places like a love triangle. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas that she got too many boy best friends. Bro, I feel like the best thing that you can do is try to focus on yourself. You have to focus on yourself. You have to step back and be like, okay, why am I getting these type of women? You know, why am I ending up with this shit? I don't want this anymore. So I feel like as long as you better yourself, because I remember someone said like, who you are, you're gonna attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're attracting is probably because of you. Not trying to be mean or anything, but that's probably the case. But we'll find someone. We'll find someone eventually, bro. Trust. Just don't beat yourself up about it and become too desperate and start being in depression, bro. That's just gonna make shit worse. You know, keep being positive, bro. You're gonna find someone. Don't rush it. It's gonna come naturally. But yeah, that's about it for this video. If you made it this far, might as well subscribe, bro. You know, if you fucking with me, I'm fucking with you. If you having a good day, I'm having a good day. You already know the deal. You can let me know down in the comments or in my email what stories you want to share with me, or if you got any topics you want me to talk about next. I'll give y'all my best advice. You know what I'm saying? I'll make a video on it. And yeah, I think that's about it, man. 100 subs on the way. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.